Oh, dear Lord, you made many, many poor people. I realize, of course, it's no shame to be poor, but it's no great honor either. If I were a rich man.
Hi, this is Frankie Pace, and you're listening to The Frankie Pace Show. My guest tonight is a terrific actor, singer, and performer of Yiddish theater. He's been on many television shows and some film work, too. His name is Fyvush Finkel. He'll be with us tonight to talk about his life and his career, all here on The Frankie Pace Show.
I'd build a big tall house with rooms by the dozen, right in the...
Fyvush Finkel, how are you, my good man?
Thank God, very well indeed, very well.
You sound terrific.
I want to thank you for that introduction.
You like that?
It's quite an introduction you gave me. Now, how in the world am I going to live up to it?
Oh, you can do that. I know you can. You're brilliant.
I'll tell you what, if it would be a TV show, you'd see a couple of Emmys in my living room.
Oh, yeah, of course.
But however, at my age, we show everything.
You were born in a Brownsville section of Brooklyn in New York City?
In 1922. I'm 90 now.
Wow, good for you, man. Good for
thank
you.
God, I'm still working.
I know, I remember seeing that terrific show you did.
Yeah, it was called Fyvush Finkel Live.
It was terrific.
My goodness, we got a Drama Desk nomination, and the papers loved it, and it was sold out.
That's terrific. Now, so you come from a Polish family. Your father was Harry Finkel.
Yeah, but he was from Warsaw. My mother was from Minsk.
Uh-huh.
They met here, though.
Oh, they did?
Yeah.
So how did you get started into the Yiddish theater?
I was about 9 years old.
Really?
Yeah, we lived around the corner of the Yiddish theater in Brooklyn. They had an ad in the forwards, the Yiddish paper. They need a little boy of 9 or 10 years old that knows the song, "Oh, Promise Me." It's a wedding sequence, and he has to have a soprano. Why did they say soprano? They didn't want to spend money transpose the music.
Yeah.
But I had everything ready.
Good for you.
I came in there and I got the job.
Good for you.
Yeah, and I was a hero of my family. I brought home every week $8. 1934, so...
That's a long time ago.
Long time ago, when $8 was a lot of money. Yeah. It was during the Depression.
You acted for almost 35 years in the thriving Yiddish theaters.
I acted from when I was 9 years old till I was 43. And then I went into the American theater.
And you also you did stand-up comedy. You worked in the Catskills up in the Boys.
Oh, my goodness, absolutely. We needed that income there.
What do you think there were, about 300 places, Fyvush?
You mean hotels?
Hotels, bungalow colonies, the whole mix-up.
The comedians that started in the business, that was where they started. You had a chance to show something, and I had a contract for years. 50 hotels a summer I appeared.
Wow.
And I didn't even scratch the surface.
That is amazing.
Now they only have one hotel left.
I think it's Kutcher's, right?
No, Kutcher sold it to the Hasidim.
Oh.
But I'm talking of a regular hotel. I mean, that's not kosher. And that's an Italian place.
Yeah, the Villa Roma. I just worked there last week. I was up there.
That's the only one that's open now. As a transit hotel with food.
Yeah. You were on the Fantastics on that show for many years, weren't you?
I beg your pardon, the Fantastics?
You were in the Fantastics, weren't you?
No, I don't think so, no.
Where did I get that from?
I was in a show called Picket Fences.
But you didn't do a...
You mean off-Broadway?
Yeah, the musical. Weren't you in the Fantastics?
Oh, no, I did Little Shop of Horrors.
Oh, okay. I don't know why I'm thinking of the Fantastics.
Well, that was a show that ran over 20-odd years.
You never did that.
It should be running somewhere.
You never did that, though, Fyvush?
Oh, I never did that show, no.
Oh, I wonder who... Someone told me that you did do that. I don't know where I got that from.
Started there. Let him rest in peace. Jerry Orbach started in that show.
He was terrific. He was a terrific
He
singer.
was a fine actor, a wonderful person.
Yeah, he was on Law and Order. He played.
Oh my goodness, he stayed on it.
Yeah.
He's from my school. We don't leave a hit. Never leave a hit.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's true, you know, especially if you enjoy the thing you're in. Why leave? I did a Fiddler on the Roof close to 12 years.
Wow. Did you play Tevye?
I did eventually, yeah, but I didn't start as Tevye.
What did you start as?
I started as the innkeeper.
Ah, okay.
And then Jerome Robbins promoted me at the revival. I did the Butcher. And then there's so many dinner theaters around, I did a couple of dozen Tevyes.
You played Lazar Wolf, the Butcher, in the limited run.
I played Mordcha, the innkeeper.
Right. And we see Hai Ansel in the role of Mr. Mushnik in the off-Broadway musical Little Shop.
Denzel, I replaced a Little Shop of Horrors.
How was that for you?
Oh, wonderful. I stood at that 5 years.
Really? 5 years? Wow.
He quit. He couldn't straighten out some things with the management, so he quit. And once he quit, they called me, and I stayed with it for 5 years.
So how long were you in the business before you got married?
Oh, I was in the business. I got married, I was 24.
And how did you meet your wife?
I met her in a subway.
Really? Where were you going, to an audition or?
No, I just went to see people. In those days, for club dates, for single engagements, you visited various agents that just booked those club dates.
So you took the train to go there, and
You took a train and you went to see them, and you'd pick up a Tuesday, you'd pick up a Saturday, you know.
All right, so you met your wife on a train. How did you meet her? Did you just walk up to her and say?
Over to me. She wanted to find out a certain place. I told her, follow me, I'll take you there. And that's how it started.
Yeah.
You were married 61 years.
Wow. And you have two sons, Elliot and Ian.
Yeah, very fortunate.
Elliot,
two wonderful sons.
Yeah, Elliot I met first.
Big talents.
I met Elliot first on Celebrity Cruises. And I didn't realize that Elliot was also working at Dangerfields when I was working at Dangerfields.
That's right. He was their music director.
Yeah. I never knew that until...
Dangerfield and I were very close. Listen, let him rest in peace. He was a nice man.
Yeah.
A good friend.
Yeah.
A good friend.
And so now you went from there, and how did you get discovered for television? How did that become?
Oh, that came, I don't know, through a miracle. I did a film for Sidney Lumet called Q&A. Here I played a lawyer, the mouthpiece for the underworld.
Right.
Now in California, David Kelly wrote a character, a lawyer, and Douglas Wambo is the name of the character. And what happened was he didn't like any that they submitted, the casting people. And he got tired, and he and his friends went to his house, and he hired a film after dinner to see Q&A, which I did that role.
Right.
As I went on the screen, they all started laughing. He says, there he is. It's a miracle. In 1 hour, he called New York, they called my agent, and the deal was made in 1 hour.
Wow.
It was a miracle, and I was 70 when I got it.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That was what...
I keep telling those youngsters, don't get discouraged. Just keep at it. Look at me.
That was Picket...
I made a living, but even so, not like you do on TV.
Yeah, that was Picket Fences that you did, right? That was the name of the first
I got
series.
an Emmy for that. I did it for 4 years. And then after that, I did the revival. But that didn't go over in Hawaii, a fantasy island.
Right.
And then came another big one for 4 years called Boston Public.
You played a school teacher?
Yeah, I played the old history teacher, Lipschitz. It was a very funny role.
That must have been exciting for you, though, at the age 72, to be revived like that, to get your career...
I was discovered. Revived is better. I was discovered, and I didn't even audition for that.
Terrific. That's terrific.
And look what it was a miracle. David Kelly Listen, if not for David Kelly, who knows where I would be? I would still be doing bar mitzvahs or weddings.
Not that it's a bad thing.
No, thank God. Listen, when I did the theater, I did many times, when my day off, single engagements, club dates.
Yeah. Could you explain to the audience what Yiddish theater is all about?
Yiddish theater was shows in Yiddish.
Mm-hmm.
We did musicals, we did drama. It was a big industry when I was in there. You had 4 theaters on 2nd Avenue alone. 2 vaudeville theaters in New York, and Brooklyn, we had 3 theaters. Bronx had 3 theaters.
Wow.
And it was quite a big industry. And don't forget, Cleveland had a theater. Chicago had a theater, a Yiddish theater. California had one. Was all over the place. Because in those days, the immigration came in. There was no television. That was their only outlet for entertainment.
Yeah. What do you think of television today? You think it's oversaturated?
I'll tell you something. It all depends on the program. I have a problem with the television. It's too violent.
Yeah.
I don't see the comedy that we had years ago. The Mary Tyler Moore Show, and the last good show that we had, I mean, for real comedy, was Frasier.
Yeah, Frasier is a great show.
But that was a great show.
Yeah.
And
well written.
They had Frasier and also 1 or 2 more of comedy. But then again, that laugh machine frightens me.
Yeah.
You say hello and you got a big laugh.
Yeah.
Then when you do a club date, you say hello and nobody's answering. Figure, oh, my act is dying. Like that. But how do you call it? It says, Frasier, the Odd Couple they had. God, wonderful shows.
Yeah, and what was the one with the
I don't have them.
The one with the 3 ladies, Golden Girls.
Golden Girls went for years.
Great show.
That was a very good show.
Very good show.
Very good. I didn't see the others. I didn't see the others because I love movies, and I go to Turner's movies.
Mm-hmm. Turner Classics.
To watch.
Yeah.
And then BBC, they have the opera, they have comedies, shows from England. We have musicals from Broadway go on, or award shows, and that really, I like that,
Yeah.
That was very good, really very good.
Well, what was your best moment working up in the Borscht Belt? Was it like at the Concord or?
Oh, I did the Concord 4 or 5 times.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I did that. I never did Grossingers, though. That's the funny part of it.
Yeah, you'd think you would do Grossingers.
Yeah, I never did Grossingers. I did everything, but 2 hotels I never appeared in was Grossingers and Kutchers.
Did you work with your kids up there? Did they?
Later on, they were with me.
Yeah.
Later on, I put them on as an afterpiece.
Yeah.
Oh, they were young then. Ian was about 8 or 9, and Elliot was 3 or 4. Was a novelty.
Mm-hmm.
But then they got older. They only wanted to be musicians. And that was good too,
Oh, they're fantastic. I watched Ian perform. What a performer! Really a talented.
Ian is considered one of the greatest xylophone players in the world.
Yeah, he's phenomenal. And Elliot.
He is no slouch either.
Yeah, Elliot. I watched the way he stretches his arms out. He reaches both ends of the piano. It's amazing the way he plays.
The piano is right in his lap.
Yeah, it's like a little toy.
Listen, there's nothing wrong with you either. I saw your act and I loved it.
Oh, thanks, Fyvush.
Thank you. We went to that nightclub twice to see it.
Thank you very much. I appreciate
You were very good twice.
Thank you.
And you're good. In fact, I saw you in a showcase with Ian.
Mm-hmm.
You have a lovely charm about you that I really enjoyed.
Well, thank you.
You're a talented young man,
Well, thanks.
The one, I'll put it in writing. I'm not afraid of anybody.
So you're relaxing now? You're enjoying yourself?
I'm relaxing. I work too. I just finished how do you call it? Blue Blood. I did
with Tom Sellick?
Not?
With Tom Sellick, right? Is that?
That's right. And I did also the same week I did for BBC.
What'd you do with that?
And they came in here, a whole group from England, from BBC, and they hired me to talk about the Lower East Side in New York.
Oh, that's nice.
You know, and wait, I'm not finished. I have jobs. I have engagements.
Mm-hmm.
And all I have to do is worry to be healthy enough to do it.
Well, you know, you have so much energy and you have so much love for the art. I watch you when you perform and everything, and you put so much into it. And I think that's what keeps you going, Fyvush. I really
when you
believe
like
that.
what you do, it happens.
It's not work, you know. It's not work. It's so much enjoyment.
To me, it's not work.
Yeah, right.
It's a pleasure.
Right.
And I keep it up that way, you know. And the audience, they detect it.
Of course.
They detect it. They don't like laborers on stage. They want to see somebody that's enjoying himself too, but he's got to be serious and show respect.
What do you think of the Oscars coming up? You see Daniel Day-Lewis winning for Lincoln, or
Actor.
he's tremendous, isn't he?
He's a tremendous actor.
Yeah.
Listen, my idol was Paul Muni.
Oh yeah, he was great.
Yeah, and Henry Fonda for the American side of the world.
Mm-hmm.
Henry Fonda was one of our greats.
Yeah.
His Lincoln, I think, was even greater than any other Lincoln that I've ever seen.
Yeah, Henry Fonda was excellent.
Yes, he did young Mr. Lincoln.
Yeah.
And whatever he did, Mr. Roberts, Mr. Lincoln, he did My Darling Clementine, and he had that easy-going manner about him on stage that really caught on.
Yeah.
It's terrific.
He was the everyman. He really was.
And I even loved the old-timers, the Clark Gables, the Spencer Tracys, all that.
Spencer Tracy was unique in his own way. I mean,
Spencer Tracy was a great actor.
yeah, he was.
Clark Gable was an excellent actor. But really, my idol was Paul Muni. In my eyes, he was the greatest actor that ever lived.
I liked when he played that mobster when he
He
died.
did a Scarface. You can't touch him.
But he did the other one where the devil, he was supposed to go to hell, but before he did, he had a...
He had to be a judge before.
Yeah.
Well, that was one of his minor epics. But you have to see him. Chain Gang, he did.
Mm-hmm.
He did Black Fury. He did Emile Zola. Now you're talking. Emile Zola. Louis Pasteur.
Yeah.
Work of art.
What was the other one he did? He played a Chinaman, I think.
Good Earth. My
The Good
God.
Earth. Yeah, The Good Earth. That was terrific.
He was one of the greatest actors that ever lived.
Yeah.
Stage and screen. And yet he never did Shakespeare.
Really?
No.
Wow.
He never did that.
Well, some guys, you know, I mean, I can't see De Niro doing Shakespeare.
Spencer Tracy never did Shakespeare either.
Yeah. I think, you know,
It didn't hurt Telly Savalas.
Yeah, well, Telly.
He didn't have to do Shakespeare.
No.
Just give him a haircut and he was right in there.
Yeah, hi, baby, with that lollipop in his mouth.
Yeah. Who loves you, baby?
Who loves you, baby? Who loves you, baby? So when is Blue Blood going to be airing? Soon, or is it?
Well, it should be shown, I think, June the 8th.
Oh, June the 8th. Okay, that sounds good.
Would be from this Friday a week later.
Good.
Yeah, I did a Harry's Law. I did all that stuff, you know. All different kind of characters they assigned to me. And I really love doing it. And listen, I did for the Coen brothers, I did The Serious Man for them.
Uh-huh.
I did a lot of things in the last few years. I didn't just sit home and watch television. I do that now, I mean, to relax.
Yeah. Do you read at all?
Oh, sure. I love biographies.
Yeah, my wife is like that.
I love to read biographies.
Yeah. Who's your best? Well, besides Paul Muni, who's your best?
Oh, you mean as an actor?
Yeah.
Oh, there's many of them. You have Edward G. Robinson. You have many of them going on. Melvin Douglas, all that. I could give you a list. Your show wouldn't be on long enough to give you my list of great actors that we had.
Uh-huh. Do you see any young actors coming up that?
Certainly.
Who do you see?
Yeah, I saw a picture. Forgot the man's name. Whereby De Niro was nominated. now, and he got the how do you call it? The picture. I forgot the name. Silver Cup.
Silver Lining or something.
Silver Lining, rather.
Yes. Yeah, Silver Lining. Yeah.
That played the lead there.
Bradley Cooper, I believe, is the lead.
Marvelous, and the girl was marvelous.
Yeah, he just did Bradley Cooper. He was executive producer of a film called The Words with Jeremy Irons, Dennis Quaid, Olivia Wilde. You really have to see that.
Yeah, but I just saw him in this.
Well, you got to see The Words. It's excellent.
He's a wonderful actor.
Yeah, it's excellent. He produced it too. The Words, excellent.
And De Niro was marvelous.
Yeah.
Robert De Niro is one of our great actors.
He is. He really is. Yeah.
He is. And listen, we have plenty of good actors today. Good young actors too. You know, Brad Pitt is a wonderful actor. When you want to analyze them, and George Clooney and all those.
Yeah, DiCaprio is excellent.
Give you a list a mile long of the youngsters that we have today. They're 50-odd years old, but to me they're still youngsters. But they're marvelous.
Yeah.
They're really marvelous talents.
So what do you do what's your diet? Do you eat anything you want? Do you have ice cream? Huh?
I can eat anything, but no, less salt the better.
Yeah, yeah. And you're physically fit. You seem physically fit. You look good.
Fine. Listen, for a man my age, it's always something. You know, when you reach 90, you're like a used car. You fix the steering, the brakes are not working. Fix the brakes, the exhaust system is not working. You know.
Yeah.
Goes along with the territory.
Yeah, yeah. Do you miss a lot of your old friends?
They say as long as you can talk about it.
Yeah. Do you miss a lot of your old friends at all, Fyvush?
What's that?
Do you miss some of your old friends that have passed on? I mean...
Oh, I certainly do. They get me nervous when they go on.
Yeah.
I miss them very much.
Yeah.
I miss them very much.
Is it hard for you? I mean, do you...
Oh, it certainly is, you know.
Yeah.
After all, your friends over 50, 60 years or maybe more.
Yeah.
You know. And that's how it goes. Well, what are you going to do? That's life.
Yeah.
That's life. So you keep going and make new friends.
Well, the acting is a good thing for you. I mean, that'll keep you busy, very busy. And
I'd rather do a benefit than sit home. And I'll tell you the truth, I've been doing a lot of those.
Well, good for you. You get out there, keep moving.
When you don't get paid to do a lot of work without getting paid, then whenever you do a job that you do get paid, you lose your timing.
You have such a great positive attitude. I love you.
I love you more. Believe me, I saw you and I love you more.
Well, listen, I want to thank you for coming
on the radio now.
I want to thank you for coming on the show, Fyvush. I really appreciate you.
My joy and my pleasure. Ian, he makes good arrangements for me. Mentioned you, I said, Ian, absolutely.
Well, thanks a lot, Fyvush.
Absolutely. And I'm looking forward to seeing you in person.
I will see you again. I missed your birthday. I'm so sorry I wasn't able to come to your birthday party.
Another one.
I'm really, so I'll see you in the next one. Yeah, I'll see you in the next one.
Okay, very good.
All right, Fyvush, you take care of yourself.
And it was a joy and an honor to be on your program.
Thank you, Fyvush.
Be well and give my love home.
I will.
Okay.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
That was Fyvush Finkel, terrific actor, talented, funny man, great upbeat, positive. I love him. This is Frankie Pace, The Frankie Pace Show.